All right, guys, absolutely no time waste here. You have a pan, it looks like this, specifically cast iron, obviously. All right, get a water basin. You're going to fill it up with water or fill it up with cleaning vinegar. I generally tend to use cleaning vinegar because it's a much higher acidity level, but make sure you dilute it thoroughly, because if you do not, it eats away at the metal. You don't really want that. But it obviously will remove the rust. Step number one, dump your cast iron into your water basin filled with your diluted cleaning vinegar. Make sure you move it around, put water on top of it, and just kind of massage it for the most part into the metal, all right? Okay, guys, the next step, this is really important. Let it sit inside of here for about an hour, hour and a half. Generally, the longer you can kind of let it sit, the better. But obviously, once you put it in there, it should start kind of lifting some of the rust off of your pan immediately, guys. So now we're going to go ahead and take it out. We're going to dry it thoroughly. And I mean like super thoroughly, to the point where it's moderately dry and you can definitely see the rust coming off onto your paper towel. It's incredibly important that you get it as dry as humanly possible. This is a wire brush and a drill. That's it. It's just a wire brush drill attachment. This is without a doubt the easiest way to strip the top layer of seasoning along with the top layer of iron off of your cast iron. It works wonders. It's the fastest way to do it. Honestly, truthfully, probably the best way to do that is using this literal tool. But you get a couple of them for about $10 on Amazon. So the next step to this here is just to wash it heavily. I generally use like Dawn soap, and then we're going to immediately start the process of seasoning the pan, guys, okay? And so this is what I use here, guys. I use grapeseed oil exclusively because it has a high smoke point, and that's generally the point, I would say. There's some people who use a lot of other things, canola, vegetable oil, even pig fat, because of its high smoke point. That's kind of why I use this. I am someone in the camp of saying less is more, okay? And that probably may be too much for this entire pan, just with my hand. Some people use obviously paper towels and things like that. You probably should be doing that, but guys, my method hasn't failed me, so I'm not going to change it, let's say. Yeah, I do think we're probably going to have to take some of that oil out. Guys, it's a little too much. What we did was we stripped the entire top layer of the cast iron off to kind of get it into this spot, okay? So let's get some of this oil out with a paper towel. So the goal is just to make it so it has a slight luster. And the next step now is 375 degrees Fahrenheit in the oven for an hour and 25 minutes. That normally works pretty well. That's going to be the first coat. Then we're going to go ahead and take that out again and then coat it again, another thin layer. Generally 2 to 3 times is basically perfect for these type of things, guys, okay? So that's how that works. Let's go ahead and do that. The next time you guys see me, we'll be cooking on it. And the last little piece is going to be fat wood. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's make it so I can guarantee that it'll close though. So let's go ahead and put that over there a little bit. Let's put this here, here. There's a piece of fat wood that's broken, so let's go ahead and light that like a match. Allow this piece of fat wood to light the big piece of fat wood. Okay, and let's kind of put that there now. Go ahead and move that there. And this is the lunch today. We have lamb chops. Let's see how this goes. All right, let's start the process of putting this on top of there. I think the fire is also very good now, so let's go ahead and try to close that back up a little bit. There we go. This should cook very fast. Alright, so we just have lamb chops with some kosher salt. Hold on. Oh, salt. Okay. See if we can kind of get some seasoning in there. This works so well, guys. This is so delicious. All right, either way. Turn this one over as the last one. But when you guys cook lamb, how do you guys cook it? Personally, I love the flavor of lamb, so I generally don't do much with lamb. I just leave it. Just try to make sure it's not dry, obviously. Some of you guys don't know what this device is. Basically, this is just a wood stove where you just pick up wood from your backyard, sticks and twigs, and then you use that as the fuel, basically. And it is very hot, very, very hot. We don't want to overcook anything, so we're going to be taking them out in a moment. A couple of people ask me why do I choose to use grapeseed oil, and it's because of this, right? Because I cook on wood a lot with my cast iron. You can never really tell what temperature it really is unless you measure it, but I would say based off of how this feels, it feels like about 900 degrees, guys. All right, so we're gonna probably pull them off. Yeah, they're overcooking. Okay, oh no. Ah. Like, I feel comfortable and confident saying that this is about 900 or more degrees. Still got some juices coming out of it. Some good old lamb chops, guys. Some juices are still coming out of it. It looks great. No complaints here. All right, so guys, the next step after you're done with this here, obviously you take it off the fire. And then there's another tool. Hold on. But right now it's still too hot to touch because, again, we've cooked it on a wood stove. Now, there are some people that will tell you, under no circumstances you use water on your cast iron after you're done using it. Guys, you can definitely do that, okay? And it's easier to clean while it's hot, but again, I'm just showing it to you. You would use a tool similar to this here. Okay, this is basically just another wire brush, but a manual one. Clean this out very well with water, never soap, unless you want to start the process of seasoning it again. If that's what you want to do, then restart the video, guys, I guess, right? But just use water, use this here, use water, dry it out very well, put it away, and now you have it again in a very non-stick form and fashion. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat my dinner, and I'll catch you guys later.